Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Just want to give you an update on what's going on with my dad. They did a angioplasty, I guess it's called. They put a dye through his arteries, through his heart, to take a look to see what they could see. They found nothing, no blockages. And so they will not do a stent or anything of the sort. So what happens next is they held him overnight to do, I guess, 3 more tests. One's a stress test and stuff like that. But they didn't... See, my local doctors here said to us there was heart damage, but these specialist doctors have yet to see that or are denying that claim. So it's pretty mind-blowing. I don't know what's going on, really. The experts did the dye test, didn't find anything. So he's fine, other than the fact that they don't know what happened. So that's a little update for you guys on my dad. Now, I feel a rant coming on. I've had a lot of my subscribers, who I will not name off, attack me for watching Alex Jones in the InfoWars. Yeah. And they always present, misleading information, stuff they've heard from other people, other haters, or other organizations, whatever. But I'm not worried about that. I don't care. I don't want to defend them or anything, but I rather watch Alex Jones than CNN any day of the week. I'll tell you that right now. Because CNN is so fake and so garbage that, let's be honest, it's sickening. And also, the Canadian news over here, the mainstream, is pretty much the same way. They follow CNN suit pretty close, so same crap all the time. Attacking Trump daily, ongoing since the election. No positive news ever, and pretty ridiculous. Not that I'm defending Trump either, but whatever. So the reason why I watch Alex Jones, let's get into that a little bit. Mainstream media is crap. Enough said. If you get your news from mainstream media, you're getting fed crap. Let's see, what else? Here's a fun fact. Here's a truth bomb for you guys. All the media you guys watch, I watch, anybody out there watches, is controlled by 6 corporations. Google it. Check it out. 6 corporations control every single news outlet, piece of entertainment, whatever. They put it all together in a nice certified, I guess they call it a spider graph, where it shows you the owner and all the different little sections that it owns. Like Disney is one of the big ones that owns all these different things, news outlets, programs, etc. So look that up, guys. 6 companies control your reality. If you're hook, line, and sinker, gung-ho for the mainstream media and all that good stuff. Alex is outside of that. He's an entrepreneur, did his own deal. I'm an entrepreneur and hopefully successful as him. He doesn't. Sometimes he sometimes it's BS what he's saying, but if you're smart enough, guys, you take everything with a grain of salt. You take little pieces from different people, different sources, and it's kind of like the game Connect the Dot to get the big picture. This is how I can explain it. You just don't take mainstream media and they'll just hand you the big picture and they'll say, this is it, guys, there's nothing else beyond these borders. So that's crap. You got to use this up here. Alex presents alternative news, interesting news, and if you don't watch him on a daily basis, you have no idea what he produces. If you're just putting out hate and not actually watch, I challenge any of my subscribers that hate him or don't like him, watch his daily YouTube show for a week. He puts out a 3-hour show every day with the latest news and everything going on, and then go back after watching it for a week. Go back and watch mainstream media and compare. Maybe a light bulb will go off up here, and you guys will start using this again. But yeah. So I just don't solely get my news from Alex Jones or the mainstream. I get it from other sources: Press for Truth, We Are Change, Caravan of Midnight. There's a whole whack of them out there, guys. They're really good. And even some of the, like We Are Change and those guys, they don't even agree with Alex or anybody sometimes. So you got to take a little piece from each little person you get. You kind of connect the dots in your mind, see what the big picture is. Look what's going on locally in your area, see what the hell's going on, and you're like, and compare and say, well, yeah, maybe these guys are onto something. Whereas mainstream media is, oh, Trump's the devil, everything's falling apart, blah, blah, blah. Over here in Canada, we're globalist run. If you don't know what a globalist is or globalism, look that up. If you don't know, then chances are you don't watch Alex Jones or alternative media. Globalism is bad. Let's put it on the basic level. Very bad. So they want globalism so they can have a one world government. They want control over the entire planet. And they are the power hungry people with all the money screwing us little guys to do so. So they want to basically have the biggest monopoly in the history of mankind over the planet, where everything, all money is theirs, all control is theirs, and they dictate how they run your life, your family's life, forever. We don't want to go there, guys. They're trying to get us there. Trump's doing a good job at screwing their plans up, though, and I'm all for that. That's why I like Trump. Obama was a globalist / communist. Pretty much same thing. And we can go on further back. They were all marching towards the globalism. Bush Jr., Bush Sr., all those boys. Unfortunately, Canada we're deep in globalism right now. We're globalism's bitch. We have two globalist puppets in right now. We have Justin Trudeau and Premier Wynne. And they will probably not be getting in next election for sure, after screwing everybody royally with the carbon tax here in Canada, making everything more expensive, and putting money into a giant hoax called global warming, which was the original name for climate change, but the climate change people said, oh shit, global warming's not going to work anymore because we're getting the numbers in, and you know, we're going to have to change the name to climate change. So nobody nobody can deny it's happening. We can't deny climate change is happening, guys, because climate always changes. Every second of every day, it's changing. But that doesn't mean it's getting warmer either. Now, you guys in the States, I have a lot of subs in the States. And, oh man, you guys are getting hit with a heat wave down there. But does that mean there's global warming? One year you get lots of heat, and then the next it cools down. Now the term global warming means, I guess the whole planet's gotta be warm, right? Well, up here in Canada, I'm about, put it this way, I'm an hour from Detroit, Michigan, in the United States. It's not warm here. That's not very far from you guys in the US. Well, most of you, some of you. So, why is your climate warmer than mine? You guys are closer to the equator if you're south. Okay, sure. Your environment, wherever your city is probably a larger city or whatever, what have you, right? And there's something called microclimates. Microclimates happen when you have a large city and all the natural landscape, grass, trees, whatever, is clear cut, and you guys put up high rises, asphalt, and basically make a giant dark spot. If you were looking down, you'd see a giant dark spot as your city. Now, if anybody knows anything about what I'm talking about, or doesn't, do an experiment. Take a piece of metal that's dark in color, throw it on your lawn, and come back in an hour. And then try to pick that piece of metal up with your bare hand. Might be a little warm, right? Yeah. So, your environment's putting off heat. You're basically in a little bubble in your area. And you're taking the oomph of that. That's the best how I can explain that. But anyway, getting back to the Alex Jones deal. Yeah, I watch him, guys. Get over it. Do I say to you in messages, oh, you guys should watch that. Well, I have in the past, on video actually. But I said, yeah, get in tune, dude. Take the red pill. Don't be sucking on the blue pill. Take the red pill and get this thing working. Get your third eye open. This is gonna be a long rant. I'll tell you right now, but I don't care. I gotta put this out. Yeah, so I would watch alternative media any day of the week rather than the fake news media that the government and the corporations want you to see, because they're basically dictating you a reality of what's going on, whereas as long as there's a consensus between the 6 corporations, then yeah, they're going to push that down everybody's throats, because guess what? They control all the media other than alternative media. which is located on the internet. Oh man, and then I have people saying, well, calling him a pedophile and all this crap that is unproven, and it's probably getting directed from him. Well, basically, instead of listening to that garbage, why don't you do some investigative research? Watch Alex for a week. What I recommend watching, it's called Alex Jones Full Show. Type it in on YouTube. Watch his daily show for a week. I challenge you guys. Then go back to mainstream and ponder, compare. Let me know how you made out. Write it in the comments. Maybe that'll spark some, perspective. But anyway, so that was kind of annoying little thing. I don't try to push it down your guys' throats. I enjoy watching alternative media to get my facts, whereas opposed to watching CNN and get a bunch of bull. Do you want a bullshit sandwich or do you want reality? I go with reality over the bullshit every day of the week, guys, like I said. So, if Alex is not your taste, there's all the others. Now, there's a guy on there, David Knight, that on Alex's show. Nice guy, smart guy. I cannot stand watching this dude. I cannot stand watching Paul Joseph Watson. He's on there as well. He's really good. He's articulate. He's very smart. He does a great job. It's just not my taste. I like watching the big guy, Alex Jones, because he's pretty funny. Like, he tries to throw in comedy. He rages quite a bit. He's an entertaining host. And he's not reading off a teleprompter like these CNN puppets that are basically robots. It's entertaining news. I don't like his advertising for products, but that's how he funds himself, whatever. But his full show, which is nice because they cut it for you and put it online. It's very little commercials within it, so you can just watch it and go through as you please. And that's what I do. I watch him for my news. And then I go back and compare it to the bullshit mainstream Canadian news, and sometimes I'll flip over to CNN, but not for 5 minutes at a time. I can't even stand those people. But and then I compare, guys. That's how you get you get a consensus after you do your research, right? Put it all together. Yeah, so that's what I do. If you guys want to unsub me just because I watch Alex Jones and you don't like him, okay, but that's your hang up. I don't know. I'm not on my channel every day pushing it. I do my tiny house thing and whatever. And we got family issues right now with my dad, health issues, so I'm trying to just hold on, do things what I can do and go from there. But yeah, a lot of my sub friends either don't care, not aware, or they outright just told me, yeah, I think Alex Jones is a complete joke. Whatever. Okay, that's what you think. It doesn't really affect me. Just shows me that you guys are on the blue pill still. But that's okay. There's a lot of you out there like that. If you don't know what the blue and red pill are, you guys are really behind the curve, I'll tell you that. But anyway, yeah, if I wanted to really go all out on the video, I'd have to make a new channel because people would probably just freak out. But whatever. Yeah, so that's my little rant on the Alex Jones issue. I had basically a handful of people say, "You watch that guy, really?" Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so whatever, guys. Like, watch what you like. I don't watch Troy Reed from the Donate World and the On Grid Project. I used to watch him till I found out the guy's a fraud out the wazoo. And what a joke that guy is. Unbelievable. I used to be a sub. I used to actually watch him with my dad. We got a kick out of watching him because he'd screw so much stuff up all the time, and he still does, apparently. I keep tabs on him with Stu, High Tech I-18 sometimes. But there's actually, he's backstabbed and ripped so many people off, this dude, that they've actually banded together all his people that he screwed over, basically, and they have a website now that has they created a website detailing all the evidence of all the crap that this guy has done. And I really suggest you guys avoid watching him, because it's up to you though, but I ain't gonna force anybody to do anything. But the guy's a complete fraud, and it's a shame. Like, I'm pretty straight with you guys. I don't have to lie. I just tell you how it is. Whereas he's in reality, well, he's in brainwash world with his cult and all that deal, but it's just a freak show over there. But anyway, that I'd like to get that. The dude's a fraud. Avoid him at all costs. It is. I just won't get into it. But if you guys want me to get into it, write in the comments below. But the guy's a joke. But anyway, I wanted to get all that laid out for everybody, because I did have some of my subscribers say, you know, what the hell are you doing watching Alex Jones and InfoWars? I don't know. I guess they haven't looked at my other sites that I also subscribe to. The Caravan to Midnight with John B. Wells, really good. He's actually better than Alex Jones. You guys should check him out, definitely. And Caravan to Midnight, or I just said that. We Are Change and Press for Truth. We Are Change and Press for Truth give you like short news segments of what's going on throughout the week. Which is okay. If you guys have a short attention span, you can go to them, watch them, and then you can get your daily dose there. Nice and short videos there. Not like a 3-hour Alex Jones or a 3-hour Caravan to Midnight. But yeah, so that's what I watch, guys, and I compare what's going on. And I'll tell you what, since I've been watching and comparing, I've been dead on accurate about what the hell is to come. For an example, when they were pushing global warming and shit hard here, like, I'm gonna say 20 years ago, what I did was I went out and I spent like $1,500 and ordered online LED lighting for this entire house. And that was like 20 years ago. And man, oh man, has that paid off. And I was so ahead of the curve that other people were like, well, how the hell did you know that was going to happen? Well, obviously they weren't paying attention. They're watching CNN's garbage, feeding you garbage all day. Your mind goes to garbage. And they were behind the curve and had to pay more for, you know, not getting ahead of the curve type of deal. Tiny house, another example. I'm thankful I have it, because if anything happens to the housing market or the economy, I have a place to go that has power. I have a place to go that has a bathroom that doesn't require water. And if worse comes to worse, I can get water. I'll just build, well, I'll haul water until I get the roof. Okay, I'll haul water to the tiny house and filter it with all my stuff I have together for prepping, and then figure out a way to do some rain catchment. Because if there's a collapse or something, guess what? Nobody cares if I throw a roof on my transport trailer roof to catch rainwater. Nobody's going to give a rat's ass, because that's going to be the least of the problems out there. So, I'm prepared for that. I have food put away prepared for that. I have survival items put away for that. Need a fireplace, though. A wood-burning fireplace. To, you know, go with my propane, because propane's probably not going to be accessible if something happens. But that's the way it is. This is going to be a super long video, by the way. Uh-oh, phone. No, it isn't. That's it for now. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to get the phone call. That was my uncle getting an update from me on what was going on today. Oh, so we will be heading down. I'll get back to my rant in a minute. We'll be heading down today to the hospital. I'm going to drive my mom down and possibly be staying in that city overnight at a hotel. If not, I'll just drive her back. She can't really drive for long periods. It puts her to sleep, basically. Like rocking a baby, right? Some people are like that. But anyway, back to the rant. Yeah, so what has it done to benefit me? A lot. The lights, the tiny house, being prepared. We have here in Canada, they're going to be, next year, I believe, they're going to start paying people $15 an hour for minimum wage. Which means on top of the housing market bubble that we're sitting on, the giant bubble, and on top of the Bank of Canada, who says they may raise the interest rates, which will pop the bubble, or at least put a nice pinhole in the bubble, and be a devastating pinhole, if they do so. It's going to cause a lot of mayhem here, guys. Food prices are going to go out of this world. Not that they aren't already. I'm sure you guys can compare to what's going on where you live. Take a deep, hard look at price differences over the years. Things are happening, guys. If you want to sit there, watch CNN's crap, and pretend nothing's going on, well, I don't feel a bit remorseful for you, because when eventually we're going to hit a breaking point, crap's going to happen, and you can either be prepared or not prepared. And I'd rather be prepared. And why I watch these alternative media, it goes hand in hand with prepping. If you guys claim you're preppers, but you don't know what the hell's going on in the media, the real media, not mainstream, alternative media, then what are you preparing for? How will you know when something's going to happen? You're going to listen to the government and corporations give you the breaking information on what's happening? Or are you going to get it from the real people over here on the alternative media that'll tell you, okay, boys, this is what we've been preparing for all this time. Get ready. It's here. Or are you going to listen to CNN oh, stay sheltered. Now's the time to stock up on whatever, even though the stores are empty and we're way behind the curve, and come to the nearest FEMA camp for help. That's what CNN and these people are going to tell you. They're going to give you the worst possible advice on the planet during a breaking point like that. You have to. Let's put it this way. Do you trust yourself, or do you trust a bunch of strangers? It's you, right? You're going to trust yourself. You're going to know what to do, how to prepare, get stuff done. You're not going to listen to CNN, Don Lemon, Anderson Cooper, and these freakos on how to prepare. That's the last person you're going to look to, right? So it's time to get some, get going on what you're going to do, guys. We're living in a crazy world. We got people, I don't know, there's just so much crap going on, it's unreal. But I'm going to say, I say it all the time, prepare, try, do something. Because once you prepare, guys, you're better off than your neighbors. You're better off than probably most of the people in your city. Put stuff away, put stuff back. I don't know. Do it. Anyways. Yeah. Things are crazy. I'll try to get to the tiny house eventually, because we're dealing with more important things right now, like my dad's health, and I'm trying to hold the fort for him, do everything I can for him, and that's all I can do. Keep us afloat, keep somewhat money coming in for us to help pay for everything. I'm doing my best here, guys. So luckily I put videos out. I have enough videos put out so that everything should be cool. But yeah, it's just craziness. This is the craziest year I've ever seen anyway. Life-changing. It was pretty traumatic for me to see my dad, that happen to my dad, and now that the doctors, these experts, don't even know what the hell's going on, it's pretty scary too. So, we'll see what happens when I get down to London and actually maybe talk to some of these doctors myself, since I was here holding the fort down, keeping the money coming in and what have you. But luckily I got everything caught up. We have a few jobs waiting in the wings for work for myself, but those are going to be put on hold until such time as we get back to some normalcy around here, getting my dad back home and resting and whatever. But I'm able to, handle things for him while he's down and out, and I'm going to be leaving here in only a few hours for the big drive to the big city, and see what happens. And yeah, I think that covers basically everything. So yeah, comment below, guys. What did you get from this little rant video that I did? Are you in total disagreement with me? Are you in agreement? Are you preparing? What are you guys doing out there? What are my subs doing? I appreciate every single one of you watching my videos, my daily vlog here. You may disagree with me on everything. You may disagree with me on a little bit of stuff, but whatever, guys. I'm not lying to you. I'm just telling you how it is here. I don't know how clearly I can put it across to you, I tell you the truth. I tell you what's going on, and if you don't like it, well, you don't have to listen to me. I guess you just click that little X button or move on to the next video. But whatever. Yeah. So hopefully that helps to wake up some people to what's going on. Then I'm just scratching the surface here, guys. This is nothing. If you want to take that red pill and get deep into that rabbit hole, we can go there. You comment below and I'll even do maybe a video on that. Or make another channel just for that type of stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna thank everybody again for the prayers, thoughts, everything like that. The Facebook group has been really good on that. If you're not a member, you probably missed out on all the messages I put up on there of what's going on. But by the time you get this video, you probably would have seen a few of my videos explaining what is going on. So I appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers. I think it helped quite a bit, and we're very lucky. I consider us very lucky that it wasn't more serious than what it was, and even some of the nurses and doctors told me that. And being called a hero by a doctor, it's kind of unreal. But I don't consider myself a hero, because when it happened, guys, when my dad was driving and he was no longer there, he was out of body, he had no control, I had to take over. My mind was super focused. I wasn't in fear, I wasn't panicked. I knew what to do. I grabbed the steering wheel, got us out of the oncoming traffic lane, because we were gonna go head on and die, basically, because he was gone at the wheel, basically, right? So I pulled us off to the proper lane. I put on my four-way flashers or hazard lights, and I was trying to keep us on the road while putting my foot over the console in between the driver's side seat and the passenger seat in order to get my foot down onto the brake and not accidentally tap my dad's foot onto the gas pedal. So I was able to do that. I got us in park. I got the cell phone out of my dad's pocket. I had 911 on the phone. I had nothing else going through my mind, and I swear to God, the video games have paid off. My reaction time was basically masterful. Everything, boom, done. And I was on the 911 call, and my other hand was on my dad's back, I was just patting him on the back, trying to talk to him. He wasn't there, but, Yeah. It was tough. Yep. But he made it. The truck made it. I made it. I didn't die. He didn't die. Thumbs up. It was traumatic for me, but that's the way it is. Yep. Whew. So, hopefully he gets out of the hospital soon, and yeah. It was scary, guys, but I took fear by the balls and took control of the situation. The only thing I was concerned about was my dad at that point. I didn't care about the truck, myself. I had to get him to safety, and that was it. And that's how it went. So, there you go. So I'm going to end it here, because I'm a mess now, so We'll see you on the next one.